What's good? This your man, Sarah Kane, telling you what it do with another review. And outside the information war, where we got a battle with big tech, and outside of the gender war, where they try to put the man against the woman, we have what we call the culture war, where Gamergate stems from. Now, I bet you wonder what Gamergate is. It was back in like 2015 where we started seeing agendas being put in video games, TV shows, best-selling novels, and even comic books. And they came out with some shit called an ESG rating. And an ESG rating is economic social governance. Yeah, economic social governance. Why is y'all putting this in video games? Now, in the culture war for the past, 10 or 15 years, you probably noticed some of your video games having oogly women, horrible writing, and they try to push diversity, gender equality. They covering up the chicks, and they're trying to push political ideology, pandering to the bullshit. And the ESG rating is for investors to invest in the agenda so they can have a nice ESG rating in their area of investing, you know? So whenever you heard in the video gaming world or the comic book world or the TV show or the movies, and they talking about inclusive and diverse, that's how you know that they pandering. But now, they have lost over $5 trillion in the investment sector that's investing in these games, that's pushing these agendas. $5 trillion. You know what I'm saying? And finally we got some elder comic book people coming out to talk about this. His name is Glenn O'Leary. Take a listen.
Most of these new writers don't have the love of comics like these older writers had. And all they care about is, how can I put myself in the book? No, we don't care what you would do if you were Iron Man. We don't care who you are. You're writing Tony Stark. You're not writing yourself in a book. If that's the case, write your own comic with you in it. No one will read it because nobody cares. People grew up, growing up loving Peter Parker, loving Miles Morales, loving all these Captain America. We don't need you to put your input in it. Just write Steve Rogers. Don't write Steve Rogers. What would Steve Rogers be if I was Steve Rogers? That's not how it works. But that's again how most of these new people write nowadays. That's why most of the stuff is shit. Because we don't care what you would do, because we don't care about your life whatsoever. Just write a book, get paid for what you do, get paid for what you're supposed to be doing, and make it a good story.
Now, right after he comes out and says this, he gets bombarded with the cancel culture, and instead of going at his talking points, they just attack how he look. But this man has been in the game over 30 plus years. He knows what the comic book industry is supposed to do. If you keep on making these fruitcake books and sending it to these stores, they ain't gonna make no money because ain't nobody gonna buy these fruitcake books. Simple. And this is not only in comic book, this is in video games, movies, TV shows, best-selling novels. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is trying to ruin our escapism and shit. This your man, Hurricane. I'm out. Fuck ESG.